Hi guys! Okay, so today's video is going to be on the hows and the whys of um, candles and candle readings. So, if you guys don't know, I burn a lot of candles, like a lot of candles. And why do I burn candles? Well, first of all, I burn candles for a lot of different purposes, but we're gonna start with the whole um, we're going to start with the basic reason. Candles are basically a fire offering to spirits. If you read through the Bible, Leviticus talks about, burnt sacrifices. The ancient Greeks, they used to hold huge bonfires where they would throw sacrifices into their deities. The ancient Egyptians lit oil lamps in the temples, and they also burned wax figures, candles, basically, and they also burned incense. So these are all fire offering methods, and I burn candles first and foremost as offerings to my ancestors, to my saints, and to most notably my um, my deities or spirits that I work with. So when you burn that candle, it is a sacrifice. And someone was talking to me last night about how when you have certain things in your life, they asked me, I have this belief that when I have certain things in my life, I burn it to get rid of it, or I burn it to release a certain energy. And I was like, yeah, that's an idea that I can very much associate with my candle burnings, because when I want prosperity, or I have a roadblock of prosperity, I'll burn a green candle to open up that block, and to open up that road for money to flow in and out. So yeah, I don't have any glass candles to show you, but I do have some wax that I'm going to show you. Before I show you this wax, I want to talk to you about why you get symbols in the wax. 9 times out of 10, when you light candles, you are calling upon the energy of a spirit or a deity or whatever. And when you do that, you cause, what's the word? You open up a channel for them to send you a message. And that message is going to come through the candle, or it might even come through in a physical voice or manifestation. But when you offer something to the spirit, they use that as a way of conveying messages to you. And so that way, and then you also have that idea of offering yourself, and then you become the way by which a spirit conveys a message through. But so this particular ritual, it was a burning ritual, and there was something in the center of the burning here. That's okay. And we get a moon shape here. Now, we also see a lot of other signs in the wax, because this here would appear to me to be half of the yin sign, like I only have half of the picture. And this part right here would almost seem like it is heart-shaped to me. So these were 3 separate candles that I burned. And first of all, if you look at them, you see that certain candles burned leaving nothing, and then some candles burned and left something. But this is basically the spirits that I was working with at the time telling me that I need to redo this spell, because something is going to be revealed to me. Another half of a picture is going to be revealed to me during the time of the new moon, which is next week. So this ritual needs to be redone on the new moon. Wax is, when you interpret wax, it's like some people would say it's a form of scrying. Some people would say it's just a form of interpretation. I would very much consider it a form of scrying, because scrying is all about being able to see images in things, and so you have to be able to look at the wax and see the images in the wax. Um, and once you understand what the images mean, you can work on what those images are telling you. The thing about them is that the thing about it is that you also need to realize that there are lots of books about scrying, about seeing images in candles and water and clouds and smoke and all of these things. What you need to do is go out and find your own interpretation of these candles, of these waxes, and of these signs. I'm sorry, guys. I was also going to show you a glass candle, but I don't have any more 7 days. I haven't learned a 7-day candle in a while. But next time, that might just be a separate video, interpreting and reading 7-day candle jars. But other things to look out for when you burn, because these were just open candles. Other things that you want to look out for are wicks. You want to see if there are any wicks left out, because a wick that is still there, that is still, you're still able to tell it was a wick, that might actually mean that there's some unfinished work that needs to be done. Um, there's no, you know, there's no identifiable wicks here. Um, but yeah, and if you ever think you have a bad burn on a candle, I do suggest a divination first, because certain 7-day candles, the thing about them is that you'll light them and they'll burn, and then if you're the type of person that puts them out, I'm not really the type of person that puts them out, but if you're the type of person that puts them out and you go back to relight them, they won't light. Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. That might be because the wick has sort of been covered in wax. Because when you get a 7-day candle, you kind of have to, the way you pick it up, you kind of have to angle it a certain way so you can stick the lighter and then light it. And so that might cause wax to drip on the wick, and that might make it harder to light. But anyway, if you ever think you have a bad burn on a candle, go and get a reading, or do a reading for yourself, or do a reading for yourself and see what is happening, because it might not necessarily mean that the thing that you're working on is having no effect, but it just might mean that there's less. There's you just need to work a new candle, because that candle might be defective, or the wick is something's wrong with the wick. So this was just a little video about candle interpretations and the hows and the whys of burning candles. So thank you guys so much for watching, and ashe, ashe, ashe.